it is a very important part of AWS, AWS Glue basically, to learn how to create crawler. And in our previous discussion also we have discussed about the crawler, how we create that. Okay, now we'll see the demo how we can create that. For this, here in my screen, last job we have run, remember we had created a demo ETL job. We'll take that example only to create the crawler. Okay, so give you a background. Suppose we have a job, we have data in S3 bucket. Okay, we saw the example. Suppose in this bucket we have data. Here in the input back bucket we have data. Suppose any data, we had example of student data, right? So let's take this as input data. Okay, now we have completed running the ETL job also. In our demo we done that, we had
Yes.
done that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so suppose this is the output file. Okay, output file got generated after running the ETL pipeline. Okay, now it is CSV, but sometime it will be Parquet or any other data format. Okay, so every time it will not be a human readable format. Okay, for that we need to read this. How we'll do that, how we'll read that? So we can read this using Athena. Okay, but before that what we have to do, we have to create AWS crawler, AWS Glue Crawler. Okay, crawler, what it will do, we'll go to AWS Glue, then AWS Data Catalog. Here we'll get the crawler. Okay, crawler, what it will do, it will basically go inside the data. Okay, in output we have data. That data must have some columns, must have some schema type. Okay, data type. Okay, we don't know that what is there in output. Maybe we have created, that's the reason we know, but basically the system don't know that. To know that, system have to get its metadata, right?
Yes, Ganesh.
So
Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah.
suppose here we have output file. The system don't know what is inside the file. What are the columns are there, what are the data types are there. About the metadata, system don't know it.
Yeah.
So if they don't know it, how can they pull the data? If you are using SQL database, okay, you are writing some query to pull the data. Why you are able to do that? Because system has the metadata. You have already specified the DDL, data defining definition language, right?
Yes.
The
Yes.
This
Right.
is the columns name, this is the data type. Here we just have a flat file. This is a flat file, right? Not even a table. So system doesn't know the data, what are the data, what are the metadata is available. Okay, so we can pull using Athena, but until they know how, the Athena will help us to pull the data, right? So suppose I want to read this using Athena, but I am unable to do it because our system doesn't know the metadata. Okay, or suppose any other use case, we want to create the data lake itself. Okay, what is data lake? For a small example, suppose your data is in S3 bucket, and using crawler and data catalog in Glue, you are creating a database here itself. You can see the database, your data will stay in the S3 bucket itself. You will not pull the data here, but still you will be able to use all the functionalities of a database here. Okay, because crawler will capture your schema, and then it will put that in this database and table. Okay, accordingly. So let's see if we have anything in the database. No, currently not, right? So I'll just, before creating crawler, I'll just create a database, but in the production environment you will already have a database. Okay,
Okay.
so here, suppose I'm giving a name, demo db. Okay, I'm just creating it. Okay, currently let's go to table. I'm not expecting any table here, so here I don't have any table currently. Okay, I did not had any database also, but currently I have created a database, and table I don't have, right? I need to create a table. Where when I am saving a table, saying a table, it will not take the data from, it will take only the metadata from S3 bucket and it will create a table, not the actual data. Okay. So who will
Okay.
take all the metadata? Crawler will take all the metadata. Okay. For that, we have to create a crawler. Crawler is will be responsible to go to that data in the S3 bucket, take all the metadata of that, like column name, schema name, pull that and create that database. Okay.
Okay.
And table. So let's create a crawler. While creating crawler, we have to mention a name of the crawler. Let's suppose demo crawler, but here I'm giving this name. In production environment, you have to give the names as per the procedure they are following in the production. Okay, you will get the examples there itself. Okay. Okay, let's take the example. We have provided the name. Then what it is asking, notice it. Data source configuration. Okay, is your data already mapped to glue table? Here, do your data already available in the table?
No. No.
No, right?
No. Yeah.
No. So not yet. Okay. Then select one or more data sources to be crawled. Okay. It's asking us to select the data source. So let's add the data source. Our data source is currently S3. We can have different data sources like JDBC, Snowflake, Redshift, Postgres, Iceberg, whatever. Okay, but currently our learning purpose or our requirement also currently is for S3 bucket only. Okay,
Okay.
so let's take S3 bucket. We don't need any connection for because S3 is our native S3 bucket. Okay, then in this account itself. Okay, then here we have to provide the path. Okay, of I want to read this file, right? So I'll not give the file name, I'll give the path name. Okay, not the file,
Okay.
only till the path. I mean, in output bucket, output folder, we have that, right? So here
Okay.
I'll paste this. Okay, and then I'll keep it default crawl all subfolder. Okay, as per your convenient, you can see, you can check there. Here the description also given. I want to crawl all the subfolders available inside the output. Okay, I mean all the file I want to crawl. This mean okay, and then add source. Okay, now I have selected the location. Here you can see S3 bucket crawl all. Okay, then I'll go to next. Here I have to select the IAM role. Okay, I requested you guys to have a look on IAM role, how it's get created and all. But in previous session, I had created this IAM role, if you remember. So I just selected this Ganesh Glue service role. Okay, and then I'll do next. Here it is asking for the target database. Okay, so what is the target database? I just created a new database. That is my target database. Okay, for now. And in the production case, you will get the database there itself, which one you need to select or demo DB. And here you have to mention, see what is table name prefix. So you have a table, right? So what will be the prefix? Suppose you are doing enrichment. Okay, so
Okay.
you can add here as enrichment. This will be the prefix. Okay, underscore.
Okay.
Whatever your file table name will be, it will be added before that. Okay, so my current table name will be like enrichment underscore what is my output path. Okay, output. So my file name will be enrichment underscore output. Okay, this is
Okay.
just a example, so output will work here, but in production, that's the reason it is very important to give your folder name properly. Okay, so for now, yeah, this is the prefix I want. Okay, for example, I can give it if my table is lookup table, I can give it lookup, but it is also you can take the previous tables available. Okay, according to that, or consult with someone in your team. Okay, uh, I mean, sometime you can ask me also. If I have the answer, definitely I'll help you.
Okay.
So yes, So this will be the prefix part of the table, okay, whatever the table name going to create. So crawler schedule, okay, let me explain this. Crawler schedule can be on demand, hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, and custom, okay. For now we'll keep it on demand, and always remember, running a crawler is costly process, okay. It's not free of cost, so it is better to sometime, if it's possible for you, just go ahead and do the manual. I mean, I'll show you definitely manual fixing in the column. Suppose your table one column got added, or column name got changed, or data type got changed, okay, string to integer. That time, yes, yes, of course you can run the crawler, okay, very urgent, if it needed, you have to run, you can run that. But preferable, one time you are running the crawler, then you, if you can, then manually change that. I will come to that point later, okay. For now, yes, so we just need to do some preview. Here on demand I have selected, that means whenever I want I can run. If I am scheduling this to hourly, daily basis, that we can do. Then next, I have just reviewed all the specification I have provided, then create crawler, okay. So now our crawler got created. Then I have to run this crawler, okay. I'm running the crawler. When I'll run the crawler, it will go to my this bucket, particularly this folder, output folder, and it will take the data inside it and read that properly with the schema type, okay, schema columns and all the metadata, and it will provide us the table as the table in here under this database which we have created, okay. Currently its status, you can see it's running. See, our table get created automatically when we run the crawler. Still the file location, you can see the S3 bucket it is showing, but our table name, it is showing enrichment underscore output. Now you got
Yes.
it, what enrichment underscore I put, what that done.
Yes. Also prefix. Yeah.
Yeah, this came as prefix, enrichment underscore, and output is our folder name. Got it? Till the
Okay.
folder we have provided,
Okay.
it is output folder, right? So
Right.
it
Right.
took the prefix enrichment underscore and the output folder, I mean the name of the folder as the suffix. Okay. Then database name. We created this demo DB, right? In the database section here, demo DB. There
Yes.
we
Yes.
had select, while selecting crawler, I mean creating crawler, we selected this database there. Okay.
Yes.
And the file type is CSV and all. Okay. Let's go inside the data. What it called, we'll be able to see. So see, it took all the column names automatically. Now you read it. I mean, read the metadata and took all the column names. Okay, and the data types also. Okay, it took it. And I was saying every time running crawler is can be a costly process. Suppose I'm running now, then 5 minutes later I made some changes in the in the file itself in the S3. Then I am running the crawler again. That can be a costly process. Okay, for that, to save that cost, what we can do, we can come here in the table, okay, then select the table, then come here and check the schema. Suppose I want, in my file, the uh, employee ID column got changed, okay. It got, from begin, it got converted to string, okay. I just clicked on edit schema, you notice, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
let's cancel it and do it again. So we need to go here where we have the option called edit schema. Here we have option called edit schema, okay. We'll go there when you know what changed happen in your file, okay, otherwise you'll get error sometimes. So suppose I want to change this to string, okay, I can do it from here itself rather than running the caller again, okay. I can just go here and select all the data types are available, you can see here, right? So just select the string, because I want to convert that to string. Column number one, name is employee ID. Okay, save it. Okay, this how it will work. But for now, we need to check the data using Athena. So this will not be a good idea to change the column data type. Otherwise, it will fail. Okay,
Okay.
that's the reason I'm reverting it back. Begin.
Okay.
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 Yeah. So 7 new table version. No, I don't need it. Okay, that's the way to create a crawler. Okay, and suppose now I want to see this data in Athena. Okay, so let's open Athena. I mean, it's not so difficult,
Yes.
but we just need to see one how to create it, and you will have the recorded video also here.
Yeah.
So we are in Athena launch query editor. Okay, let's see if I have to edit setting before. Yeah, this is just a basic setting. Okay, I have to provide a path. Suppose here I am writing something. Okay, I have to provide a path where it will save that output. Okay, so for that, do I have any temporary? Yes. Okay, let's give it this path. Athena.
Okay.
Athena, what Athena do? Athena is a query editor tool, you can say.
Okay.
Okay, you can write the query like you do in SQL servers or any other thing, Snowflake if you have used or anything. The SQL query you wrote there, that thing you can do here also to pull the
Okay.
data from the S3 bucket. In S3
Okay.
bucket, it is saved as a file format, right? Flat file.
Yes. Yes.
We are not
Yes.
we should not be able to read that, but using crawler, glue catalog crawler, there we have created a table. I mean, not whole table, but a data lakehouse table. Okay, there we have the metadata, and I am going to use that metadata only. See, here I have selected a database. Which database is this? The one that I have just created in the glue catalog
Yes. Yes.
database, right? Database.
Yeah.
I created this one
Yeah.
here. A database I have just created using the data available. I mean, flat file have available in S3. See, this is the beauty of Lakehouse architecture. So in Lakehouse architecture, your data will sit on the location itself like a flat file, but using that you can create a database itself. And see, this is our table, right? Enrichment output, which we just created using crawler.
Yes.
We can use this all. And here we can write the query in SQL. Who know SQL very well or minimum at least? Anyone?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Comes.
SQL is our
Yes. Sir.
pillar, you can say, of it being a data engineer. SQL should be the first thing we should learn. That help us a lot. Here, now you can see the data. Right? See the beauty. I wrote the query in SQL on a flat file. Can you imagine? I mean, for me, when I did this first time, it was like a magic to me. I'm writing a SQL query in a flat file and getting all
Yes.
the data as a table
Yeah.
manner. Even it can be a Parquet file. Parquet file, CSV, you can say Ganesh CSV to already a table format, right? We can read it by downloading it. Why we should
Yes.
do all this? But in production, you will not get CSV
The
file.
search
In
and all will be where condition we can
uh,
easily give it, right?
Yes, yes. Filter we can do
Filter.
whatever
Yeah.
we want to do, we can do here. Whatever
Yes.
we can do using SQL, we can do here. Okay. And Parquet file is not a human readable format easily. So in production, you will get Parquet file only, not CSV file mainly. So that time you need to read the data like this way. You can use the filter. You can type here where what employee state, let's say, equals to CA. Okay, California. Yeah. I want to see where the employee state is California. Okay, California, I think CA. Here, you can see only CA data came, and we are doing it on a flat file. Can you imagine the beauty? Yeah, that's it for today.